Hey friends, hi. Good morning, welcome. Oh my god. Just wanted to begin. Let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna be beginning with a journal session. So go ahead and grab your journals. Hello. And this morning I haven't been like sleeping restfully the last couple of days. Like I always kind of start with that with my gratitude journaling, and I'm just noticing a pattern. Good morning, hello. So the first thing I want you to do, so we'll begin with some gratitude journaling if you haven't been here before. So grab your journal. I want you to write down your date and just like a couple of sentences of things that are just like on the top of your mind. And then that way you can kind of get into like the meat and potatoes of what you're actually grateful for. So 7/29. I actually already know what I'm going to write down for what I'm grateful for. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to write it down before I forget. I'm really good at forgetting things sometimes, especially when I'm like not 100% like well rested. Even though I woke up at about an hour ago, I'm still not feeling like 100% awake. That was a weird noise. Who was that? I don't know. Okay. So I'm gonna write down don't feel rested. And actually yesterday I took like almost a 2-hour nap at like 5 o'clock in the evening, and I felt so good when I woke up, but then I didn't want to go to sleep until like 11. I usually go to sleep around 10, and so I just like got 1 hour less of like overall sleep, but then I had 2 hours at that time. So I don't know, I'm messing with my sleep schedule, but I also like to lean into when I'm really, really tired and I'm like feeling like I need a nap. Like I like to lean into that, you know? Hello. If you like and share this post, it really helps it out. So if you're here and you want to do that and you want to help me out, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Also, I have like free classes that are in my bio. So if you want to go and scoop up a free yoga class, go check that out. I also have a YouTube channel with hundreds of videos and all that kind of stuff. So go check all that out. So number one, for my gratitude journaling, now that we're kind of getting into the meat and potatoes, is date night. I got a message from my husband, and if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw what it was. But essentially he said, don't check the bank account, like don't look at anything. We're going on a date on Friday, and I already arranged everything, so just be prepared. So today's Friday, and he already told me what we're gonna do, because he's really bad at keeping any type of secret. I don't know if it's just my husband, but he cannot, like, he gets too excited and he just needs to like share with me what it is. And I know, right? So he'd already told me, and we are going to be going to the, what is it called? The Van Gogh thing. So like the Van Gogh, where it's like an immersive Van Gogh thing, and they have it in our town. And so we're gonna go have dinner and go to the immersive Van Gogh exhibit, and then come home. And he already arranged childcare and everything. So super excited about that. So I'm thankful for date night. The last time we did a check-in, that was something that I had said, like, hey husband, I feel like I'm planning a lot of this stuff. I need you to step it up. And so this is him stepping it up, and I appreciate that he did that. So, and I think that's important to be able to have like dialogue like that with your partner. And if you're struggling with something like that and you want like a little bit of a tool, I have a bunch of stuff in my membership that you can go and check out. We started filming ourselves and our check-ins and stuff. And so if you're needing like some dialogue and how to like talk to your partner about it, you can watch those videos. Those are free free for 3 days, the first 3 days, and then 33 a month after that. I'm gonna go look at your other lessons. At the moment, I'm building the habit of being here every day. Yay! I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, and so the second thing, if you've been with me for a minute, you probably already know what my second thing is. It's coffee. It's coffee. And then the last thing is everybody who's here, community. I love all of you. I appreciate you being here, supporting my little small business, and just being here, liking my videos, sharing it, doing all these things. It helps so much. It helps people find me, and if you can, like, support in a monetary way, buying a course or whatever that like fits what you're looking for, like that's just icing on the cake. Awesome. Okay, so next we're gonna do some meditation. So if you have finished with your gratitude journaling, you can set that aside, and let's just go ahead and find a seat. So something comfortable. And I just want you to notice, like, if your shoulders are kind of rounded forward, like coming up by your ears. So maybe you kind of bring them up even more and then roll them back down, right? Oh, I had like a little snap, crackle, pop. And I just like to kind of stretch out my neck a little bit and then maybe shake out my hands, and then decide if you want your palms face up. This is to receive the gifts of the universe. Palms face down if you need some grounding. So you decide, palms face up, palms face down. And let's just begin with your hands on your legs and allowing yourself to just kind of settle in to a comfortable seated posture. You can also do this laying down or in a chair with some back support, completely up to you. So once you find it, take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last time on your own. And whenever you're ready, just begin to seal the lips, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you inhale, sip in the air slowly. And you might even count to like 4, 5, or 6. And then exhale 4, 5, or 6. So whatever you choose on your inhale, make it the same for your exhale. Now let's take our left hand and place it on our bellies. Our right hand, place it on our hearts. And as you sip in the air, allow yourself to just kind of feel your belly and your chest lift and push into your hands. And then as you exhale slowly, just as slowly, you feel that movement kind of descending into your body. And as you breathe, I want you to just kind of gently give yourself a little squeeze. So maybe you squeeze that area of your heart, squeeze your belly, and just like maybe even tuck in your elbows and just say, thank you, body. I love you, body. I love you for all the things that you do for me. I love you exactly as you are. Then let's just focus on the belly and just say, thank you, belly, for existing on my body. Thank you for digesting my food and holding in my organs. You don't need to change a thing. And maybe just take a moment and think about the last time you sent your belly some love. Maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was a week ago, maybe it was never. And just remind yourself that that time was then and this is now. So you're doing it now, and that's all that matters. And just take a few more deep breaths, relaxing your jaw, and maybe you leave your hands on your heart and your belly, or maybe you bring them back to your lap. What feels good? What would feel the best here for you for today? All right, whenever you're ready, let's bring our hands to our heart center, and you can keep your eyes closed or have a super duper soft gaze, and just tuck your chin and thank yourself for being here. This might be the end of your practice, and if you don't want to do any movement with us, you can move on. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get set up for some movement. So, with movement, today we're going to be seated the whole time. And we're going to focus on the core, mostly because my back has been killing me. And I feel like my core needs some work. And so I'm going to address it today. This is the kind of stuff that's like, you don't always want to do, you know? But I don't want to feel the pain that I've been feeling. I don't want to feel that like, have you ever felt that before where you're like wincing at different times and you're like, why is this happening? And I always find that if I have gotten out of practice of like any type of core work or what is that? Oh, it's a little ant spider. That's okay. He's gonna exist. Just like physical movement that's not more than just kind of like focusing on mobility. When I get out of the habit of that, then I notice that is what happens. And I probably did something to hurt my back, but we're not going to acknowledge that. Right? So I'm sitting on something, and this can be like a bolster or a couple pillows. You could do a folded blanket or a towel or something like that if you'd like. And I have my knees bent and my legs are out in front. And then I want you to just think about maybe even bringing your hands behind you, lifting up your chest, looking forward, and then engaging your core. You don't have to do much more than this. This is engaging a lot of things. We're working the muscles that are like the tops of the thighs. We're working on strengthening. We're strengthening the low back. And just staying here, right? If you want to add to it, you could definitely raise one leg at a time. But you don't even have to do that. Just sitting here like this, focusing on the breath. And I like to bring my hands behind because so many people tend to go like this. See how my back kind of collapses as soon as I bring my arms out? And you want your chest to be lifted. So this kind of helps you keep that back. I don't want to say like straight or flat, but like lifted. You want it to be lifted so your chest is lifted. It keeps you in alignment. Look forward. And then let's go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. And then I'm going to just kind of sit back a little bit for this next one. And with my legs, my feet are like flexed. My legs are engaged. And I'm going to press into my left heel and then lift my right heel just enough to slip a piece of paper under. So engage my core, lift, and then exhale, lower. Do the same thing. So press into the right heel, lift the left. Press into the left, lift the right. These tiny little movements are so good. It works the core, it strengthens the knees. This is one of the best knee strengthening moves. I'm going to do a TikTok on some knee strengthening because I've been getting a lot of people asking about that. And you can kind of do it with your breath. So exhale, lower down the left, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down the right, inhale, lift the left. So you just kind of go back and forth, lifting, lowering. And then I'm noticing my back is collapsing, so I'm going to adjust, lift up my chest. And again, you can bring your hands behind you to give you some support. These tiny little moves, doesn't seem like they do much, but they are so effective. Okay, now go ahead and bend your knees. Bring them into your chest. Let's lift up your chest. You can bring your hands behind you. Lean back and then lean forward. So again, tiny little move. And you can also take your legs a little bit wider, adjust your beautiful belly. You bring your arms out in front if you feel like you don't need the support, but honestly, I feel like I need it today. I feel like I need my support. So I'm just gently rocking back and forth. And this is engaging my core, engaging the tops of my thighs. And then on that next exhale, let's bring our legs out in front again, flexing the feet, lifting up the chest, and we'll do that same lift. Lower down. Inhale, lift, lower. Inhale, lift, lower. And then on that next exhale, let's just reach forward and forward fold. It's a lot of stuff. And I think that's probably going to be it because my back is already like, ah. And I'm just kind of moving to the right, to the left. How does my body feel, right? And I think that's something that gets lost a little bit in yoga, and it's so important. It's such an important part of the practice to check in on how your body is feeling before you even move into the posture. Can I do this? Am I going to benefit from this? Because sometimes people are just oh, I need it to look this way because I want to, some sort of ego is telling you to make a pose look a certain way, a competitiveness in your mind. And trust me, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm there. I get it. On that next inhale, let's rise. Inhale, and then scoop up the arms, lifting up. And then exhale, we fold again. Just kind of checking in on ourselves. And then I want you, let's just kind of come onto all fours. And let's stretch out our core, the thing that we've been working on this morning. So my hands and knees are in line with my shoulders and my hips. Inhale, lift up the chest. You should feel a nice stretch on your core here. Exhale, round the back. Really try to accentuate through those shoulders. So push into your hands. Inhale. Feel this in the front of your body, right? So your core looking forward, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking your pelvis. Really feeling this in the back of the shoulder blades. Oh. I like to kind of lean my hip even to the right a little bit, to the left a little bit. You can find some organic movement. And then maybe sit back. And then inhale, find your cow, stretch out the front body. And you can kind of move your hips as you're in cow. And then on that next exhale, like bring your knees a little bit more forward, and let's just find a comfortable seat to finish out the practice. So I think another thing that's really important is acknowledging the fact that you don't have to move like for an hour. You can just do like 2 or 3 moves in the amount of time that you have, and then that's your practice. You can have whatever amount of time that you need to move be your practice. So do you do live TikTok every day? I do, 6 a.m. Thank you for following me. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish our practice with just a little bit of a Savasana. You can do this laying on your back. That's traditional. Otherwise, go ahead and you can do this standing. I'm doing it seated just for the sake of this clock app. And I'm gonna ground, so hands face down, and you can do that same position where your left hand is on the belly, right hand on the heart, and then whenever you're ready, you can just have a soft gaze or close your eyes, relax your jaw, and as we kind of enter Shavasana, understand this is a really important part of yoga. This is a part that you should never skip. Moving your body and being present in your body takes you to another place in your mind. And in order for you to like get back to normal everyday life, you need to like bring yourself all the way back down, and then you can come back to everyday life, if that makes sense. So in a yoga practice, you kind of elevate in movement or asana, and then you bring it all the way down in Shavasana, or corpse pose, and then you come back to your everyday, if that makes sense. And as you're here, just kind of settling in, just notice how your body is feeling. And as the thoughts creep in for like your to-do lists and things that you're doing next, and like how much longer is this, those thoughts are going to creep in. Just let them just kind of pass, and you can imagine them like a ball just rolling right out of your mind. And coming back to the present, you can just see, like, am I connecting? Is my body feeling good? Like, how does my arms feel? How does my stomach feel? Like, a lot of things like that, instead of what am I doing later? So just come into a calm, easy breath and allow yourself to just kind of settle in, really connect with the earth in a way that feels good. So for me, I'm seated, and so it's my booty, my mula bandha, my pelvic floor. Maybe I squeeze that, relax, kind of check in with the muscles that are touching the floor, and try to relax them. And then when I'm ready, I will go silent for 1 whole minute, so you can enjoy your Shavasana. On that next exhale, begin to tap into the breath. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes, circle out wrists and ankles. If you're on your back, roll to one side. And whenever you're ready, gently push yourself up to a seated posture. Take your time getting into any position that you need to. And then bring your hands to your heart center, tuck your chin, and soft gaze or close the eyes. And whenever you're ready, bring your thumbs to your third eye. And thank yourself for showing up today and being a part of this beautiful practice. The divine light within me honors the divine light within each and every one of you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Yay! I always feel like after practice there's this like tiny little moment of like enlightenment. That's actually part of yoga. Like one of the limbs of yoga is enlightenment. And sometimes I reach it and sometimes I don't. And today I'm feeling like a little bit lighter. Hello from Orlando. I'll start joining you. Yay! Clarify, 6 a.m. What time zone? Oh, Pacific time zone. So 26 minutes before whatever you're watching. And I'm gonna just shift myself so I can, since my back is hurting, I think it's my sciatica. So if you struggle with sciatica, you want your back to be like this more often versus like this. And sitting will create that roundedness. So I'm gonna come onto my belly and be like this. So it doesn't, so I feel I get less pressure for my sciatica. Thank you for this. You're welcome. Yay. I'm so glad that y'all are here. I'm so glad that this resonates with people. Sometimes I feel like, you know, is this gonna like be received the way that I want it to? I worry like about trolls and other things, and honestly on the weekends that's when it's like the worst. And so but that's when you get the most reach, isn't that? It's just what it is, you know what I mean? You only can get the reach if you have to kind of like weed yourself through all the craziness. Thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, if you're still here, like, is there anything that popped up? Was there anything that like felt really good that you really liked? I'd love to like hear about it in the comments. Then we can pay you instead of a studio and don't have to leave the house. Yes, I would love that. Yeah, I have a ton of courses you can go check out. If you like something like this, the 75 Self-Love Challenge is like every single day you get a new practice, and it's about 10 to 20 minutes long, and you are given like 3 books that you could read, as well as worksheets, journal prompts. There's like lots and lots of things. Will this be daily live? Yes, it is a daily live. So if you like it, I do have like, I guess, a subscription thing, and I don't know how much TikTok charges, but if you want to like give money in that way, I think for every subscription that I get, it's like 50% of whatever TikTok takes. So if you want to like do it through the app, if you're comfortable, you could do it here. Otherwise, you could just join me live, or I have a free 60-minute class, and every morning I email everybody just to say, hey, reminder, I'm going live. So if you want that reminder, you can go and sign up for my free 60-minute class and just put in your email, and that'll add you to the list. This is really doing wonderful things for my well-being. Oh, I love that. I love that. That makes me so happy. Yeah, I decided to start doing this like maybe 2 weeks ago, because I thought I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. My nose is like not happy. And so I became it. And then my mental health just like, once school ended, I was like, oh, this is way harder. The fact I feel woke up early. Yay. Sad I missed this. Oh, how often? Every day. 6 a.m. Pacific. Very helpful. I love that you encourage small moments to fit in your day. Embody inclusivity. Yes. Yes, that's what it's all about. But yeah, I started because my mental health was just like in the pits, and I tried a lot of things. I went to therapy appointments. I was like doing a lot of things, and nothing was really happening. I was like realizing that the thing that I'm not doing is taking time for myself. I had like fallen out of the habit of making time for me. I was waking up with my kids and then going to sleep around the same time my kids were. And so I was never giving myself like time for myself. In fact, I wasn't even giving, like, my husband and I were having some issues as well. And we had to like really kind of check in and realize like, this is not good, you know, like, and so if you were part of the first part of the live, you know that he just recently like planned a whole date night. It's tonight, and so I'll like vlog about it or whatever. And that was because we checked in and was like, this isn't working and we need to do something different, and like, what isn't working, you know, and like analyzing it in a way that was beneficial. And so like recognizing all that was super duper important, and me taking the time in the mornings like kind of helped me realize that as well. So it didn't take very long for me to like understand like, this is very, very important. And so now I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I like look forward to it. Like there's something for me to do, versus immediately my kids like start whining like, I need breakfast, I need this. And I like was trying to teach them how to do things. You know, I was so focused on like, I'm going to teach my kids how to make their own breakfast. I'm going to teach them how to like, you know, clean different parts of the house and like do all this stuff. And it was so exhausting and draining that I just was like, I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, I just heard a door. My daughter's awake. My daughter's awake early. Grateful in the UK that I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. It's 2 p.m. here. Yay! Raising kids is not easy. For those of us who's raised kids, been there. Seriously, it is a lot. And I just heard her come out, so I'm gonna have to go. But it isn't. So anybody who is mom or parent, I feel you. So doing the hard work. Enjoy your day. I will. I'm excited. That date night's happening tonight, so something to look forward to. And I might even, my mom lives in my neighborhood now. I might just like go and like, as soon as both my kids are awake, I'll get them dressed and I'll go be like, hey mom, the kids want to say hi, go hang out at her house, because it's way more fun to go bug grandma than it is to just like hang out at the house. So we'll see. She's probably going to come over here any minute. Oh. All right, friends. I'm glad you enjoyed this, and go check out that free 60-minute class. Sign up for my email list so that you get reminders, and also check out my YouTube. It's a camera icon linked in my bio, so check that out. Go subscribe. I have hundreds of yoga videos and very similar vibes, so if you enjoyed this kind of stuff, then go check it out. Mine are grown now. Thank you for today. Hope you have a wonderful time on your day. Thank you. I think I will. All right, friends. I'll see you. Bye.